OMT Online Dynasty, we are back yet again with our last little retroactive game of the week. We are currently in week 7 of year 2 in this online dynasty, but we will be going back to week 6 while I was out of town and still showcasing some of our new guys, some of our old guys, some new teams. A great matchup in the Mountain West Conference as Tulsa, headed up by our guy Wes, currently 3-1 heading into this game, takes on a new player, Arkansas State, Timeless Raven, 4-0 coming into this game. Arkansas State was just relocated into the Mountain West, trying to make an early impact, while Tulsa and the Golden Hurricanes are showing that we belong, we're here, we are a team to be reckoned with. So of course we can't go over all the conference standings, that is going to spoil who ends up winning or losing the game, but we can go take a look at their depth charts. And by the way, anybody watching this potentially wants to join the online dynasty, we currently have 2 open spots. I know in our next game of the week, I think it's coming out in like 2 or 3 days, that's in week 7, I mentioned there's 4 open spots. 2 have already been taken, so if you are interested in taking one of those openings, we currently have in the American Conference the Toledo Rockets, and in the Sun Belt, I think, UAB. So those are our 2 openings. If you want them, hop into the Discord. It is in the link tree in the description of this video. So with that all covered, let's go take a look at the squad, see what each guy is working with. First, the road team, the Tulsa Golden Hurricanes, our guy Wes in the Georgia offense, the 3-2-6 defense, which surprisingly, not one we see a ton, but it's honestly one of my favorite things about this whole dynasty, seeing like almost everybody is in a different offensive playbook. There's a lot of different defensive playbooks going on. It's just cool to see all these different styles and how they all kind of match up. But Tulsa looks pretty dang good. Wes has done a fantastic job putting this team together quickly, up to an 84 overall, offense and defense. Might be the highest out of everybody in this entire dynasty, led by the quarterback Austin Novosad. We'll go with that. Resistance step up dot on time, 86 overall. Actually, Jackson is sitting behind him. I'm kind of surprised by that. Extender dot mobile resistance, a little bit more speed. Just something he likes with Novosad. I don't believe, it doesn't look like there's an, maybe there was an injury, I don't know. I know Novosad actually starts the game we're about to watch, so we'll go with that. Halfback, 85 overall, 90 speed, A.J. Allen, a ton of abilities on him as well. And then a stud freshman sitting right behind him. 78 overall, 87 speed. As a true freshman, this guy is going to be a problem in the Mountain West. Wide receiver wise, looking very good too. I mean, we're an 84 overall team. We're kind of expecting some good pieces on this squad. Micah Tees, 83 overall, 93 speed at 6 feet tall. Zion Booker, 5'10", but some abilities, 91 speed, 84 overall. Zion Steptoe. Name kind of caught me off guard there for just a second, but another 90 speed receiver, 82 overall. Another 90 speed receiver, 80 overall. I mean, this offense looks very, very good. You got your choice of 2 really good quarterbacks. You got solid enough halfbacks, some really good wide receivers, and a stud tight end, Logan the Wolverine Kyle. Balanced and recoup, both platinum, 80 overall, 85 speed, 6'3". This team looks phenomenal. I mean, shout out to you, Wes, for putting together a squad like that. That offense looks great. Defense, we're expecting much of the same. I mean, they're an 85 overall here as well. Some pocket disruptors, of course, workhorses. We're expecting kind of across the defensive line for the most part. And we have a gold quick jump on one side with J.Dan Burnett. As a team with 2 quick jumps, we know how important quick jumps can be on your edge, guys. I love to see that. And an absolute stud at D-tackle. Holy cow. Vic Burley playing up to a 90 overall. Gold grip breaker, gold workhorse, of course. But then pocket disruptor and inside disruptor on your D-tackle. That is unbelievable. And he's only a junior. I'm hoping he goes to the pros just in case we play Tulsa next year, because that guy would be a huge problem, I know, for our offensive line. And even behind him, a platinum inside disruptor, grip breaker, pocket disruptor, Kevin Wynn, and he's a redshirt freshman. I am blown away by this Tulsa team right now. Linebackers, all solid across the board. Nobody super stands out in that position group, but good speed. They can all play for sure. All decent enough abilities. Cornerback room, J.D. Drew with a jammer, blanket coverage and layout, 92 speed, 88 overall. Layout and quick jump on Abney, 91 speed. I was gonna see if they had a couple jammers, maybe we'd see some more man coverage like we saw out of James Madison, but with only the one, I don't know. I would still be playing zone, but I just like zone. Oh my goodness. Ryan Yates will be starting at free safety. 86 overall, 94 speed at 6'1". Starting strong safety, Rondalon Fontanet. Is he on Army? I feel like that's true. I guess I can go look. We can do view player stats. Look. Oh, he was on Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt. My mistake. But yeah, Tulsa looks preposterously good. Unbelievable job putting this team together. Let's go take a look at Arkansas State. And the Red Wolves of Arkansas State, headed by our guy Timeless Raven, will be starting Josh Flowers here at quarterback. 77 overall, 87 speed with some solid abilities as a redshirt sophomore. As long as we can hold on to him, because we went through the same thing last year at ODU, we got a good quarterback for years to come here in Jonesboro. Let's see the halfbacks. So, okay, he is an elusive bruiser, Kenyon Clay. I always look at speed first. I saw the 86, didn't love what we saw there, but then we see the abilities with Shifty. Really good. Having a head first, downhill, and armbar, being able to combine that with a shifty on an elusive bruiser that's 6'1", 222. Very, very solid running back there with Kenyon Clay. Of course, we do have a pretty big overall disadvantage here with Arkansas State, only 69 overall. But I think, I don't remember what video I said this in. I've done so many of these recently, but overall really doesn't mean a whole heck of a lot in my opinion, as long as you get the right pieces in the right spot. Like this guy, he's 73 overall, but he's 6'1" and 93 speed with 96 XL. So yeah, his overall's not great, but that's a fantastic wide receiver there, JJ Harrell. And we saw it last year with our ODU squad. We were a 64 overall, I think, but we just had the right pieces in the right spots, and you can make some things work. We're still only like a 70-something overall, and I really like our team. So just because the overall is a 69, I'm not taking that to mean that the team is not good. I still think there's some solid pieces, especially on this offense so far. At quarterback, at halfback, a few good guys at wide receiver, a solid tackle. What I'm concerned about with this team is seeing how good those defensive tackles were for Tulsa, and this interior line doesn't look super hot at Arkansas State. So that's something we're going to kind of watch throughout the game, see if that Tulsa D-line is able to wreak a little bit of havoc on this Arkansas State offense. I would not be surprised. Of course, a workhorse on our D-tackle. Having a true freshman D-tackle that already gets grip breaker, that's nice. That's really, really nice. Another workhorse. Surprise. I love this looks of this Mike linebacker. 6'3", 227, 88 speed. Again, only 67 overall. I don't care that it's only 67 overall. Him having 88 speed, 88 XL, 85 change of direction, 85 agility, and that size, this guy's a stud. That's why I don't think overalls matter nearly all that much. That guy's really, really good. Corners, not looking super hot. They're all, I mean, your top three are all under 6 feet tall, all under 90 speed. That might be another struggle area for Arkansas State in this game against Tulsa's speed on offense. But the main things we're going to watch, I think, are going to be Tulsa's defensive line going against this Arkansas State offensive line, and then how can the secondary hold up of Arkansas State. But huge Mountain West showdown, except 4-0 Arkansas State at the time of this game, 3-1 Tulsa. Let's see who can get an early leg up in one of the most competitive divisions we got. Let's get to the game. And here we go, the boys kicking off. Arkansas State starting with the ball here. Our guy Timeless Raven. In this game, we are going to be flipping perspectives at halftime. So the first half is going to be from Timeless Raven, Arkansas State's perspective. Second half is going to be from Wes and Tulsa's perspective. So you're going to see some Twitch things popping up there potentially on the left, like we might have seen right at the beginning, right away, as we kind of fiddle around here a little bit. But yeah, Arkansas State is in the San Jose State offense, which is not something I believe we have seen before. No, we definitely haven't. What am I saying? Of course we haven't. A little motion out to the left, going maybe a seam streak. Instead, takes the drag underneath. Look like a good ball, look like a catch and run, but instead, that is an incompletion. That is an unfortunate way to start this game. Hopefully not a sign of things to come for Arkansas State, as JJ Harrell drops that pass. 2nd and 10 now, coming out in a little wide, a little veer and shoot, coming out in the run, only 5 in the box. You keep the run, love to see that. And unfortunately, Kenyon Clayface gets brought down for a loss of 1. That elusive bruiser not quite able to break free of that big Tulsa defensive line, which isn't a huge shock. I'd be very surprised if Arkansas State is able to get much of a run game going in this one against Tulsa's defensive line. Now going a little mesh, a little post over the middle, comeback over on the right to Harrell. We might have the comeback. We do have the comeback. Yes, sir. The flat, unable to get out there in time, gets it right underneath to Harrell, makes up for his drop there on the first down, picking up a huge early third and long for the Red Wolves. Coming back out in some wide, a little double post over on the left to drag underneath. Some going deep there on the right. The flat motion going out. Just take the flat. Now break a tackle. Clayface unable to yet again. We see his shifty lighting up. But gosh, this Tulsa's defense just... It's going to be tough to break tackles against these guys. It's going to be tough to find space. Just offense in general is going to be difficult. So I don't hate just, take whatever you can get. If you have an underneath, take it and try to make something happen out of it. I don't hate that idea at all. Now coming back in a mesh with a little out route over on the right. A little halfback flat going out there too. Just go. Oh, did we have that out route, didn't we? I think we had that. Got it back. Again, this is recorded, so I'm going to be reminding every once in a while. Yeah, I don't know what happened to that outside corner on that out route. It didn't look like it was going to get open, but somehow, some way, it kind of did. I don't know what happened with that outside corner. I got to move this up just a little bit so we can, there we go. Yeah, outside corner just decided, you know what? I'm good out here. I'm going to go underneath. Now another 3rd and 10. Let's see what Arkansas State is going to draw up here. A little Texas route underneath, a little switch between the slot guys. Just take the Texas route, and Clayface, he has just not been able to shake a single tackle yet. That looked like an easy first down if we just get by that one defender. Instead, we got a 4th and 1. Now I feel like we can go for it, though. Yeah, we got to go for it. 4th and 1, other side of the 50. With a, I was going to say with a back like this, but against that Tulsa D-line, I don't know if we're going to be able to get a whole heck of a lot. That screen, it looks like we got numbers for it, but the press on the outside stays put. The blocker unable to get out there to pick that man up. Gets the completion, but gets brought down short of the line to gain. Number 1 was literally just sitting in his back pocket that entire play. Brings him down. Early turnover on downs. Tulsa taken back over. Let's see what they got in the Georgia offense here. Coming out some shotgun trips. Let's see what Felice Novesad can cook up here with Tulsa. Little RPO to the tight end. Unfortunately, got a little stuck in traffic there. Unable. See, well, I'm surprised. We're seeing that Taven Jackson stats, but he's not the starting quarterback today. 99 short accuracy, 98 throw on the one run, 94 medium throw. I'm surprised we're not seeing him out there. Instead, we're seeing Novosad. Must be some reason for it. We trust Coach Wes to have a plan here. Okay. So now we got another little motion going out to the left. He's got his halfback if he wants it. The user flies down there, and unfortunately that means it abandons the middle of the field. And there's the Wolverine, Logan Kyle, picking up a huge chunk, 27 yards, already down to the Arkansas State 24. There's just so many things you have to worry about when going against this Tulsa team. Like the halfbacks are so good, the receivers are good, the tight ends are good. It's just a lot of stress on the defense here. And Arkansas State is in the 3-3-5, regular 3-3-5, not tight playbook, which is we used for a little bit. I do like, if you got the good enough personnel for it. Stay on that sit route. Yeah. He was anticipating that to continue going over to the right, which I guess that's why they have that option to sit right in that spot. He finds that perfect little pocket right in the middle, picks up a gain of 7 down to the 16. Coming out some trips, tight end offset weak. Let's see what we want to do on defense. Kind of mixing up our formations here a little bit, which I don't hate. Mixing up our coverages, which is always a good idea. Typically not the best thing to just sit in one coverage the whole time. Goes with the RPO. Great defense there by the Red Wolves. Javante, oh, that's not who made that tackle. Number 90 is who made that tackle. That's number 3. Number 90, whoever that may be, does a great job getting in there and blowing up that RPO, pushing them back now 3rd and 5, setting up some RPO defense, which makes sense. We've seen a couple RPOs out of Tulsa now. We want that on conservative. Yep, played the pass. I like that. Bunch of Y flex for the Golden Hurricanes here. 3rd and 5, trying to get an early leg up here. So are we keeping match coverage on this? Looks like we were. Goes back to the RPO, playing the pass, gets off the block, brings him down short of the line to gain 4th and 1. See how aggressive Tulsa wants to get here. I mean, it's a 32-yard field goal. You're already up a stop. Do you take the lead or do we risk it? Let's see. We are going to risk it. Why off trips? I'm watching an RPO to that trip side. 100%. 100% that's our main concern on this one. And it's just a run right up the gut, and an Apple AJ keeps the doctor away. AJ Allen down to the 1-yard line. 1st and goal. Tulsa looking to take advantage of that early turnover. In a pretty good spot to do so. Back in YF trips, still watching that RPO. The tight end RPO out of this is so good. It is just a run up the gut, though, and Arkansas State gets in there, brings them down. I mean, I was going to say loss, but it really wasn't. We're still at the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal now. Coming back in trips. I mean, there's got to be an RPO at some point. I just refuse to believe there isn't an RPO coming. There it is. The tight end RPO, but that's a read RPO, and Feliz Novesad takes it his dang self in for the touchdown. Tulsa gets the stop, goes right down the field, 7-0 lead. Now let's see what the Red Wolves and Timeless Raven can answer back with here. We are going with an RPO. Okay, they got the 2 defenders out there, so we got to see. No, they stayed with it. Got to keep it a run. There goes Clayface. Okay, Kenyon Clay. Still waiting to see him kind of break a tackle, use that elusive bruiser, use some of his abilities a little bit. But like we've mentioned a few times, it is going to be difficult against this Tulsa defensive line. And there goes Tulsa. There goes that defensive line getting on in there. It's J. Dan Burnett getting in for his sack, forces the fumble, scooped up by the Golden Hurricane. Just like that. Yeah, that's kind of what we were thinking at the beginning. That defensive line is going to be a huge problem for Arkansas State, making an early impact here. Now, let's see if Timeless Ravens defense is going to be able to step up and at least keep them to 3 here. Got to watch that middle. Stay on that. Yeah. You had to pick your poison there. You either follow that drag or stop on the spot route. The other one's getting open, unfortunately. It's kind of the downside of some of this double mug stuff we've been doing. It's not guarding the middle of the field great. Now in Tampa 2 we will, and a screamer coming straight through the defensive line. Number 19 James Reed flies down to make the tackle on the halfback AJ Allen. Now we got a 3rd and 12. Now we're talking here, Red Wolves. Let's see what we're going to do here to try to keep Tulsa to field goal range. We are going to go to some nickel over. He's back in some trips. And we are going to be playing some cover 4 match, it looks like. I like the idea against trips, and totally bagged him. Goes for the Wolverine in the back corner. Oh my goodness, the claws are out. Logan Kyle somehow toe drags his little tootsies down in that back left corner for the Tulsa touchdown. Now they are taking a look at this, but I believe that was a touchdown. Booth confirms it. What a catch by Kyle. Looked like good defense. He was all over him, but big boy just boxes him out. 14-0 lead here for Tulsa in the first. Arkansas State taking back over, giving it back to a run to Clay. There's a good little stiff arm. Looks like he still got dragged down, though, by this Tulsa defensive line. And I think that's really throwing a big wrench in the Red Wolves' plans, just with how that team is set up. Of course, didn't really check their season stats, but I believe Clay is a big part of this Arkansas State offense. And going against this defensive line, he just got no room to breathe back there, and it's kind of throwing some things off for the Red Wolves. But this is a huge drive. We really need to make sure we're getting something here. You could go to the flat, goes for the drag, and then Josh Flowers just throws it so far behind his guy. He's not even able to react. Nobody could react. That almost looked like it was going to the referee. That was so far behind him. 3rd and 7 now. Whoa. It's a lot of option routes. Gets the wheel route, though, to Clay. There we go. Get Clay a little involved in that passing game. Love to see that. Now we keep the momentum. This is the San Jose State, the kind of spread and shred kind of offense that they like to run. A lot of pace, a lot of hurry up. If you're going to give us a chance, we're going to run the ball. But again, this Tulsa D-line just having absolutely none of it here so far. 2nd and 9, let's see if we're going to take this snap here before the first quarter, and we do indeed. Here comes a stunt, goes out to the flat. There's Clay again. See, I think this is the engine that drives this offense. Even if we start getting him involved a little bit more in the passing game, we can see it's breathing some life into the Red Wolves. We'll see if that's a trend that is going to continue here into the second quarter. Coming up to the line, a little wide out to the right. 6 in the box, but we do have the numbers. You could potentially keep that as a run. We have our tight end. We have the deep post. Oh, a little switch route out there on the right. We find J.J. Harold. Josh, give him his flowers. Misses the short, easy ones. Delivers an absolute laser there when Arkansas State needed it the most. Touchdown, Red Wolves. Back to a 7-point game. Arkansas State coming out in some 3-3-5, 3-high odd. I do really like this defense. The only thing about it is it does use your actual linebackers and not your sub linebackers. But Arkansas State, we saw, does have solid enough linebackers to make this defense work, I think. But between like the Tampa 2 drop, the cover 6, there's a good cover 3, 3 double sky, there's a 3 double cloud, you have cover 4. That if you have good linebackers, I do love the 3-3-5, 3-high odd. And especially if you start blitzing that middle linebacker, which I believe we just saw Arkansas State did on that one. For whatever reason, that really seems to work in getting some good pressure. Like the guy he's using, Flanagan. If you blitz him, see, he's blitzing the outside guy. We'll see if that works. Oh, yeah. Yeah, buddy. It sure does. Something about the 3-down lineman and sending 1 extra. It really does work. Now, a big 3rd and 11 for Tulsa. See, I mean, if we can get the stop here and get a 3 and out, that is just all momentum going Arkansas State's way. See if Tulsa can mitigate that a little bit. See, we are sending another linebacker. We got a holding penalty, it looks like. I swear they changed it. I swear. We've never seen this many. Never. But he gets brought down short of the sticks anyway, so Arkansas State will decline that, forcing Tulsa to punt. Just like that, now from down 14-0, not even a minute ago in game time, it is a 7-point game, and Arkansas State is getting the ball back. Now into a 3rd and 6, coming back out in some spread Y slot. I mean, Clay did a good job at least getting in front of that, making sure that wasn't getting intercepted or anything, but it's unfortunate he's not able to come down with it. We're going with a speed out on the right, a flat out to Clay. Got the flat, goes for the speed out, but that defensive line of Tulsa, we had a feeling they were going to be a problem, and they have been a gigantic one for Arkansas State. We've got to try to get the ball out quick, but even that's tough because Tulsa only has to rush 4 to be able to get consistent pressure. So there's not going to be a ton, it's not like we're facing a cover 0 blitz where they're trying to send 6 people to get pressure on you, and somebody's typically going to be open on that. When he's only rushing 4 and being able to get such quick pressure, that just makes things so difficult for an offense. Defensively, we are answering back with some more 3-3-5, 3-high, which again, solid. I mean, it's a lot like 3-high odds. Finds the deep Texas over the middle. A.J. Allen down to the 40-yard line. User was awful close to that. Just bit down a little too far inside. He's able to get it right over the noggin. I mean, looking at the replay, that was very close. But good ball there by Tulsa. Gets themselves into Arkansas State territory. Let's see, so we're putting 5 down on the line, getting after him, and then there's the RPO. Right when you forget about the RPO option, he gets it out to Zion, step toe, tiptoe through the tulips. Huge gain there, down to the 19, gain of 21 on that RPO. Gosh, there's just so much you have to worry about going against Tulsa, man. I feel like you do have to hard flat almost every play just for those RPOs, but then he might get you over the top. A.J. Allen right up the gut. He's bouncing off tacklers. He's picking up 9 yards, 5 carries, 20 yards for A.J. Setting Tulsa up down to the 10-yard line. Did we just... I don't know what that was he just changed. That's something I have never changed in my life. So I'm not entirely sure what it was. I think it was something about going for strips. I don't know. We'll see if that pays off. That'd be kind of neat if it does. But we got a 2nd and 1 at the 10. Tulsa chewing the clock here. They want the... Oh my goodness, that arm bar. See, this is the difference, though, between these two defenses. Clay, the Arkansas State running back's got those same abilities, but he hasn't been able to bounce off any tackles because of how good this Tulsa defense is. Whereas... I believe that was A.J. Allen on that carry again. Yep, there he goes. Just literally throws the guy down to the ground with his armbar. Crazy dichotomy between these two, and it really shows how good of a job Tulsa did putting this defense together. So I had double mug, a little slot corner blitz. That was actually Andre Dunbar. I mean, it's D-Z-U-B-N-R-A. Wait, N-A-R. Had a stroke there for a second. I don't know how you pronounce that. There, it's on your screen right there. Dubnar, Zubnar. A silent Z would be crazy. I'll go with Zubnar. The motion, little fake orbit motion going back out to the left. He's going to throw that out to him. If Arkansas State can get out there, they do. Did they push him out of bounds even? They did. So they can save a timeout here. 3rd and goal at the 3. Let's see. What Tulsa is going to draw up here to try to be able to punch this in. I mean, even a field goal is going to be huge to push this up to a 2-score game. Now we're getting some flips going on. I mean, doesn't really affect Arkansas State a whole heck of a lot. Still got to watch that RPO out to the right. It is not. Watch those curls. Watch those curls. Send them. Get after them. Good defense there. And we get an injury on Arkansas State's D-line, number 90. Like the only guy that stood out and we've seen make a play so far, of course, is the one that gets injured. Tulsa will just go to take their 3 here. I mean, this is not going to be easy, though. Stadium Pulse on the hash, so close. This is no chip shot. For being a 20-yard kick, this is a really, really tough kick, especially in the wind, in the rain, and we do see Tulsa pulls it to his left. Kick is up. Kick is no good. Red Wolves now got 71 seconds, all 3 timeouts. We could see something here before half. Let's see how aggressive we really want to get. Coming out in some more spread and setting up a screen to the left here. And just again, all over that number 1, just not letting them do a thing, not letting them breathe for even a second. Loses a yard on that. Letting the time run here a little bit. Yeah, but these divide and divide, whatever the one on the right was. That little in route our inside slot receiver is so good. It's so good. But again, we called the other one. Gosh dang it. Again and again and again. We were going to have X getting open on that, but just this D-line, man. I don't know what the heck we're really supposed to do. Because you don't want to be blocking 6 when they're only sending 4. But it's also like, Earl, we're just not getting any time. Just getting 0 time. That's McQueese Humphrey Grace getting in there for the sack for Tulsa that time. So now a 3rd and 22. I mean, I'd almost... but Tulsa's going to take a timeout if you just run it. They are stunting. So yeah, get out and run with your quarterback. Take your yards. That's fine. Pick up 14. Now Tulsa, take a timeout. Take a timeout. Tulsa. Mr. Wes. Are we taking a timeout? There's just no way. There's no way. Why are we taking the timeout on 3rd down if we're not taking the timeout right now? Makes no sense. I don't get it. Okay. I don't even know what to say as we watch the time slowly tick down there. We still had 2 timeouts. If we take that one on 3rd, we should be taking the one on 4th, but it looks like we are not, and we will go to the second half. Yeah. All right. Well, I guess we'll just go to the second half, and we will switch over to Tulsa's perspective for this one. Golden Hurricanes back, set to return, set to get this second half started. I felt like Tulsa kind of had control of that whole first half, but it's only a 7-point game. It's kind of like watching the Packers over the last few weeks in real life. You know, the game against the Browns, they should have won. They were in control of that whole game, let them hang around, one bad mistake, bang, you lose. Against Arizona, Packers seemed to be in control of that entire game. Could have lost that. Even against Dallas, and that one ended up in a tie. So for Arkansas State to still keep... Okay, I was going to say, if we're playing on that camera angle... we were going to have a problem. But for Arkansas State to kind of weather that storm in the first half and keep this a 7-point game, he's got why. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Well, hold on a second. First play of the second half. I mean, that was open. That's a good read. Austin Novosad. Looks like he just airmailed this one, and somehow Isaiah Hornsby of Arkansas State comes down with that ball. Wow. Okay. Now that is a momentum swing to start the second half. That's what we were saying. We dominated that first half and we're only up by 7. It just takes one mistake just like that. Now Arkansas State down by 7 has the ball at the 42. Tulsa's been playing good defense, though. I do kind of want to see what he's been doing here a little bit. See if we can pick up on anything. He's just trusting that four-man rush, which makes sense. Then we got the deep crosser over the middle. Jabari, the Safari Bush, big boy tight end for Arkansas State, finally getting involved, picking up a huge chunk of yards. Now we see that pace coming in with the San Jose State-style offense. See, well, how are we going to take advantage of this? Now we audible into a single back set and just go for a stretch. Can Clay break a tackle? No, he sure cannot. Clay, please, buddy. We just need you to break one tackle, my guy. I just want to see you break one. Even if you don't gain any yards, even if you get nothing out of it, just break one tackle today. That's my ask. That's my ask to you. So now some normal Y off close for Arkansas State. We're staying in some nickel over. Let's see. It doesn't look like he's called any of those plays, but this is going to be cover 3 buzz. And we are keeping the match. He's taking Robinson, goes for the RPO out to the left, stumbles a little bit as he catches it. Chauncey Corn on the cob. Unable to keep his footing, only gets a gain of 2 there for the Red Wolves. Now 3rd and 8, spread Y slot. What are we going to answer back with? Oh, so, okay. So he hasn't been setting stunts. It's that cover 3 cloud at a dime rush. Just has stunts like built in. Interesting. Okay. Because we did notice him stunting a bit in the first half. I thought that was maybe something he was just doing. But it looks like it's just a base thing for this cover 3. So 3rd and 8, a little spread. Yep, back that guy up. I mean, he doesn't have a ton of speed at wide receiver, but still, I hardly ever press. Defensive line actually does not get in there. And again, that wheel route to Clayface. There you go. There's that heart. There's that determination. There's that fight we've wanted to see out of Clay. That's 6 catches for 67 yards for the Arkansas State halfback. Now this is just got to be a run to him. Gotta be. And that defensive tackle 92 just gets the shed in there. Looks like he hit him with a little John Cena "you can't see me" as he got up there as well. The second goal at the 1. I mean, I'm probably just running this again, honestly. We haven't had great success with Clay, but we got to trust him at the 1 yard line. I don't think we have to get too fancy. He broke. I mean, he got through there for a second. It's just he had a little too much help. But we did see, again, that is a broken tackle. It didn't gain any yards, but it was a broken tackle, so we take those. Yeah, this should just be a run to Clay. 100%. Again, he was getting through that guy. He was getting through number 7, and then the other defensive tackle comes and helps him out, keeps him short again. Another 3rd and goal at the 1. I mean, I like the run call for sure against that defensive front. It looked like we were in there. Unfortunately, this line is just giving Arkansas State all sorts of issues. Now some spread Y slot. 3rd and goal now at the 1. I'm probably running this again, honestly. I might just be running this again, but he obviously is not. Clay motions out to the flat, got him right over the middle. Beautiful play there. Jabari, the Safari Bush, once again, 2 catches, 29 yards, a touchdown. Had no catches heading up into this drive. Hits the big crosser, gets the touchdown. Just like that, we have got ourselves a tied ball game. 3.5 to go here in the 3rd. Now a little bit of pressure on this Tulsa offense. We got off to that hot start. It was 14-0. We were feeling good, but now we are in a tight ball game on the road. See what we want to drag up here. Oh, I didn't even... I meant to say draw up, but I saw the drag getting open, so I said drag up. It's Logan Kyle. It's the Wolverine for the first down. That guy's a stud, man. He has been... That toe tap touchdown he had was really unbelievable. And we know he's got good speed. He can get out there. He's going to make some plays for Tulsa, we got to think. Now going with a little double post. 3 down line for Arkansas. Brings another one down. Only rushing 3. Picks him up. Going to have Y. And air-mailed once again. Austin Novosad. I mean, we just got to hit those throws. Rolling out to the right, whatever. That's wide open. Novosad, we got to hit those, buddy. So now what? 2nd and 10 at our own 39. Going to some trips. Let's see, what are we audible into here? I mean, I don't hate a run against this defensive front at all. Nope, we are going with like a levels type play. Just right underneath, hit RB. Yep, because you get that inside. It was Logan Kyle, I believe, going a little bit deeper on that. Kind of pushes all the zones back. Opens up the underneath in routes. Easy completion, easy first down, right to midfield. But a pretty stress-free drive. I mean, it really should have been more stress-free for Tulsa if the guy could have hit Novosad could have hit that throw. But another gain of 7 there to Logan Kyle. Yeah, 13 for 18, 135, a touchdown. Solid performance from Austin, but still, that missed throw is tough. Gonna be staying in some tray open offset here, it looks like, for Tulsa. Yeah, a little crosser on Kyle, quick out route on step toe, streak on X. Had the out route. Yeah, see it. Those like skinny crossers and drags, they just go to the same spot as the halfback, and I don't love that. Even if we were able to get that away, I don't know. That might have been that 49. You saw him just react on the little replay there. That might have been a big play for Arkansas State, but big boy number 94 goes and kind of saves the day for Tulsa there. Now a little double mug look from Arkansas State. A little scissors action. Just take the quick flat and number 19 again. That guy has been, James Reed, has been a standout for Arkansas State on a couple plays now. He's been flying down and getting some big knockouts, some big tackles, setting up a 4th and 3 in no man's land. Yeah, you go for this at the 43-yard line. Tie game, 100% go for this. Let's see what the call is gonna be. I'm not sure what defense. It almost does look like. Nope, it is just zone, and he finds Logan Kyle again right up the seam. That guy's a monster, man. Well, he's the Wolverine. He's a mutant, so kind of makes sense. I don't know how you guard one of him, and he's got the healing factor, so we don't really have to worry about him getting injured or anything like that. A lot of good things going Logan Kyle's way. I really like the looks of that play. Double ins. I like that. Maybe the slot fade on the left. Logan Kyle getting the halfback out on a streak. X. Logan Kyle. Or just take off. Feliz Novosad takes it himself. Picks up 9 yards. Now we got an injury on the offensive line of Tulsa. We did drop our injuries down to 10. I feel like that has helped a lot. I don't know if we've really gotten any desyncs this year, at least that I've seen. So we know that was kind of the big issue causing them, was the injuries. So I think that's helped a lot. Even though ODU, we got smoked by injuries in our forced win in the last game, or forced loss, excuse me. Ooh, see, he had that option route, and it kind of looked like he should have kept going on that, so that got a little bit close, but he sits down, finds a soft spot in the zone. First down for Tulsa, down to the 15, into the red zone now. Going to some cluster, halfback strong. Let's see what the play call is going to be out of here. We are going to be going with this motion mesh, I believe, with a post route here on B. I like the potential of that post route. If not, we'll just go with something underneath. I like the potential of the post route. His user did do a good job kind of flying back there and taking that away a little bit, but I still think we could have hit B on that. But still, Novosad gets out, picks up a nice little gain of 5. Keep the ball moving here. 2nd and 5 now at the 10 for Tulsa, looking to take the lead here. Not just in the game, but in the entire Mountain West Conference if they are able to pull this one off. We haven't really gotten too deep into conference play yet. But this would be a huge leg up in a tough opponent and a huge win. This is a nice looking stadium, by the way. I just noticed the water features over there on the left. Very nice. A little return route right underneath the number 0, Zion Booker, the 5-time world heavyweight champion, Booker T. Shout out to you. Touchdown, Tulsa, 21-14, 47 seconds left in the 3rd. Arkansas State coming out in some gun spread. Let's see what the answer is going to be here for Tulsa. I don't hate like cover 3 cloud. This looks like cover 2 man is going to be what we're going to be in here. Definitely keep an eye on Clay. 100% got to keep an eye on him. We know Arkansas State's been trying to get him the ball on a lot of different things. He is staying in the block, so we got to go back to help out our boys, and we do not. And that is Chauncey Cobb over the middle. Another good crossing route there for Arkansas State. Seems to be something they might have found that's able to get open. We saw Jabari Bush getting open on the last drive. That time Chauncey Cobb deep over the middle. Big gain to the 42-yard line. There goes Clay. Finding some room. There we go, Clay. There we go, Clay. And bulldoze him a little bit there, Clay. Finally find some space. Able to build up a little bit ahead of steam. Kind of steamrolls the tacklers there a little bit. Picks up a big first down into Tulsa territory here already. Going back to the wheel route to him. Chucks up a deep ball, and oh no, there's the Vandy transfer. Randon Fontanet with the big interception. Oh, the momentum swings in this one just like that. Tulsa was up 14-0. Arkansas State charges back, makes it 14-14. Tulsa puts together a great 11-play, 75-yard touchdown drive. Arkansas State tries to answer, forces a deep one, interception by the Golden Hurricane. Now we move. Oh my goodness. We gotta shout out whoever this offensive lineman was. What number were you, buddy? Just steamrolling everybody. 73. Pancake. Bang. Makes it pretty dang easy to run if you got a big boy like that leading the way. Take us to the fourth quarter. Tulsa going back to some RPOs here on offense. A little motion. Yeah, we got that. 2 blockers out there. They kind of crisscrossed applesauced on who they were going to go block, so they kept it to a gain of 8. It looked like we had potential for a real big play there to Micah Tease. We've got some crazy names on this Tulsa wide receiver room. Zion Steptoe, Zion Booker, Micah Tease. Whatever works for you, Tulsa. Whatever works. We got a tight end going up the seam here. We could have forced that into Kyle, but again, we're just taking that underneath. If it's there, if it's going to be that easy, 100%, just take that. Gets us all the way up to midfield already. I didn't see if Tulsa's chewing the clock yet, but honestly, I wouldn't hate it. We don't have any rules against chewing clock. You can chew clock whenever the heck you feel it is appropriate. And now seems like a pretty decent time. We really want to stretch this drive out as long as we can. We are not chewing clock, though. But ideally, yeah, we want to take this almost down to the 2-minute warning and end even with a field goal. Something like that, and essentially that's game over. So we go for the run there. Only a gain of 1, 2nd and 9, down to about 5 minutes to go. Let's see how aggressive are we going to get here if we're the Tulsa Golden Hurricane. I mean, I'd be looking for Kyle on pretty much any of these plays. Logan Kyle has been an absolute monster today. I think crossers, like that dagger play, if that's what we came out in. Let's see. Yep, dagger. He's got everybody down on the line. I mean, maybe Micah Tease on this streak, depending where that right safety goes. Not going to have that. Yeah, he's looking for him. Oh, that's not even Logan Kyle. Austin Novosado hits an absolute laser to Zion Steptoe, who tiptoes the sideline for the big first down to Arkansas State's 40. Wow, I don't know. It must be that formation that actually doesn't use Logan Kyle. I thought it did. But we were thinking the same thing with the crosser. It was just a different guy. Going for the toss now. There goes Logan Kyle. I mean, what a running lane. That is the easiest touchdown run you are ever gonna see. Let's see this again. Look at this. A semi-truck, which essentially is what A.J. Allen is, could drive through this gap that these boys set up. Logan Kyle goes outside, bang. He goes and picks up the safety, bang. Nobody anywhere near A.J. Allen. He strolls in for the Tulsa touchdown, pushes it to a 2-score game with under 5 minutes to go. Now the sun's starting to set on the Red Wolves. Let's see what they are going to be able to do. Another wheel. Oh, see, that would have got me too. I thought that was another wheel route out to Clayface, but instead it is that little scissors route. Hits him right as he cuts outside, finds him for a huge gain. If we can score quick here, we still got a shot with Arkansas State. A thing I do want to note that Tulsa's doing that I like is setting coverage shells. I think I mentioned, maybe I mentioned it earlier. But I think that is super important and very helpful for your defense. If you can actually get those shells set, it just makes things not give away things you don't have to give away. Again, Clay, looks like we have a gap there, but that especially really call out that number 92 on Tulsa's defensive line. Unfortunately, I didn't write his name down, but he has been everywhere. Like every run up the middle, it looks like we got some room until big number 92 comes and says, nah, I mean, that's probably the stud guy, Booker, right? I still have my Xbox open over here. I can go look. But he has been absolutely dominating this line of scrimmage so far for Tulsa and really, really making things difficult for Arkansas State. I mean, Clay's got 10 for 36, which really isn't bad, but that could be so much more if it wasn't for... No, Vic Burley is number 45. That's kind of their stud. Yeah, just nowhere to go there. Number 90, who even is... Oh, it must be number 91, Kevin Wynn. I was thinking it was 92, but I think it's 91. Grip Breaker, Pocket Disruptor, Inside Disruptor, Workhorse. Is there even another 92 on this? Oh, no, there is. That's McQueese Humphrey Grace is number 92. He only has Pocket Disruptor and Workhorse, and he has been an absolute menace in this run game. He has been so freaking good. And that's just unfortunate. Clay was getting open on that wheel route again, but he just bumps right into the other receiver. I mean, that was a huge, look at all that green grass in front of him. That was a huge gain for Arkansas State. Just really, really unlucky on that one. So now facing a 3rd and 15. What is Arkansas State going to do? I mean, our best plays have been getting Clay involved. So yeah, I like using Campbell and just making sure we're watching a wheel route or something on Clay. So it was again, we try to force one over the middle. I mean, yeah, we're in desperation mode here. So we got to just chuck something up. So I get that. But no, I liked what Tulsa did on defense there. Just take that guy on the left. Take whoever's the zone above Clay. And make sure he can't hit a wheel route or something. I would do it again on 4th and 15. 100%. I think that's where he's probably going to be looking. So I would still get on the guy above. Yeah, even that. Whoever's responsible for Clay. And then if he's not going out, then you can switch stick around or something. But our number one concern right now is a wheel route to Clay. Goes for the Texas route to Clay. And again, that rush. Again, that rush. We got 4 tackles, 2 sacks for Burnett. And I think he's not done yet. But he just whips right around. Like watching Micah Parsons. Just so quick. Right around the edge. Really nothing Arkansas State's able to do. This is going to be interesting to watch throughout the rest of the year, too. Because the Mountain West has a lot of, air raid, passing, pass-happy offenses. That this Tulsa D-line, I think, is going to keep them in contention in every game. I mean, right? None of our offensive lines are that good, and that he has 4 studs he can take out there. All right, well, we can't throw this to B. I'd imagine. I'd be shocked if we do. Buddy. Ooh. So the corner on the outside who started that play pressed is the one I was honestly more worried about. So once he dropped back, I could see why we throw that. And then the slot corner just decides I could have a pick 6 here. But, I'm good. We don't need that. I'll just swat this sucker into the dirt. Make it a 3rd and 7 instead of a 1-score game. Thanks, buddy. Wow, the user defense there on Zubnar. Trying to get that run up the gut. The user just stays put, brings him down. 4th and 4. Let's see, I believe we should be taking this to the 2-minute warning, but I've been surprised by clock decisions in this game already, so I don't really want to assume anything at this point. And indeed, we did take it to the 2-minute warning. It looks like Tulsa is going to end up punting this one away. Makes sense. Why risk giving it to Arkansas State at midfield when our defense has been doing such a good job? They still got to score twice. Just go ahead, punt it away. Try to pin him back there. Make him work the length of the field. Yep, a good punt too. All right, Arkansas State. We're in full-on desperation mode. Well, I guess we probably have been for a little bit here. See what we can cook up. 1st and 10 at their own 22. And I mean, I know I've said it 1,000 times. Our main problem is we got to push this ball downfield, and we just don't have the time to do it. I mean, decent enough. Nah, I was just going to say decent enough blocking that time, right as 3 of the Tulsa defenders got off their blocks and started chasing them down. 3rd sack of the day for Jaydan Burnett. I mean, my goodness, this line is just putting on an absolute show here in Jonesboro. Flanker close. I mean, yeah, unfortunately, I almost do feel like we got to block 6 to try to pick up their 4. It's a sad place to be. But look at this. Just bang, snap. Here comes the pressure. But luckily, we've had those wheel routes to Clay. 8 for 109 through the air for our running back, who's really been the star of the show for this Arkansas State offense. And again, just what are we supposed to do? What are you supposed to do? 4th sack of the day for Jaydan Burnett. 4th and 13. I think their 6th sack overall, something like that. I don't know what we do here with this Arkansas State, man. Yeah, unfortunately, I do think we have to keep 6 in. Maybe go to like empty blocking instead of base. Which empty does do a better job against stunts, but what do we, I mean, come on. 4.5 sacks. 4.5 sacks. They gave him a half sack for that, apparently. I don't know what you do against that deal. Just a dominant performance from the Golden Hurricanes defense. A round of applause for both of these guys. Wes, Timeless Raven, I think you found some good things there. Getting it to your guy Clay, where you're able to move the ball, where you're able to make a few things happen. But, I mean, honestly, I'm not sure exactly what we're supposed to do. So we're just going to need this one out. This one is over. Let's go check out the box score. So with that win, Tulsa is now 4-1 overall, 1-0 in the Mountain West. Arkansas State also at 4-1, but 1-1 in the Mountain West. This is going to be a really fun conference race. I can't wait for the back half of this season. But a quick overview of how this game went. I mean, no huge surprise. Tulsa, 300 yards. Arkansas State, only 208. Negative 10 yards rushing because those sacks count against them, and we got beat up on those sacks. Did a great job on third down. Arkansas State did 4 for 9, 44%. Kept Tulsa to 1 for 6, but the fourth downs tell a big story. 2 for 2 with Tulsa. 0 for 3 for Arkansas State. Just not able to keep those drives alive. Turnovers, I mean, fairly even, each team with an interception. Then Arkansas State also lost a fumble on that strip sack. And it was the defense. It was 100% the defense. We don't even need to really look at much on the offensive side here. Flowers, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception, 218 yards. You can't see that. My face is in the way. But it's right here. He got sacked 6 times. Whereas Feliz Novesad was able to stay clean on the other side of things. And that was the difference in the entire game. I mean, we look at rushing. Clay only 10 for 36 because of that line. And then Flowers lost 46. Again, I'm sorry you can't see. I could hide my face, but I'm not going to. Speaking of Clayface, only 2 broken tackles. With those abilities as an elusive bruiser, just shows more than anything how good that Tulsa D-line is. AJ Allen, 10 for 82. He did have the 140-yard rush, but other than that, we played pretty good run defense on both sides of the ball here. Receiving wise, this is where we found success with Arkansas State, with sneaking Clay out of that backfield on those wheel routes, those scissors routes, speaking too fast, and the Texas routes. Harrell opened a couple times, 2 for 59. The 1 touchdown was a huge, obviously every touchdown was a big one in this game. Jabari the Safari only really contributed on that 1 drive, but made it count. Had the 2 big catches, 1 on the crosser, 1 on the touchdown. On the Tulsa side of things, Logan the Wolverine Kyle leads the way, 77 yards on 5 catches with a touchdown, 25 yards after catch. Steptoe, 6 for 62. Booker, 4 for 32. So really spreading the love here with this Tulsa receiving game. On defense, my goodness, J.Dan Burnett, 4.5 sacks on the day. That gold quick jump, that pocket disruptor, just no answer on the Arkansas State side of things. Humphrey Grace was everywhere on the defensive line as well. I mean, tackles for loss, he got in there with 3 and only 1 sack. So on 2 of those run plays, he got in there and forced a TFL. We had 2 for Abney on the outside as well. Thompson on the defensive line getting a TFL. Robinson getting a TFL. I mean, that was the story of the game. Just Arkansas State, anytime it almost seemed like we had some potential momentum cooking up there, it just got pushed back and pushed back because of this ferocious front of Tulsa. But good game to you, Wes. Good game to you, Timeless Raven. Appreciate you guys being part of the Dynasty. Looking forward to see how the Mountain West plays out. Looking forward to see how the rest of your guys' season goes. So I hope you guys enjoyed this one. I think next we will have our user game against Buffalo, and then we'll have our Week 7 game of the week, and then we'll finally be all caught up. So, yep, hope you guys enjoyed this one. I'll see you next time. Until then, take it easy.